Recently, we've listened to libtards cry about unelected officials, when making reference to Elon Musk and his mission through Doge. Meanwhile, here we have an unelected, not official, but a celebrity activist who plays a reverend, that being Al Sharpton, talking with New York Governor Kathy Hochul about potentially launching a political coup against New York Mayor Eric Adams, because he had the audacity to criticize illegal immigration, which has been a great strain financially and criminally on the state. And again, this just goes back to why every piece of diatribe that comes out of liberal Negroes' mouths, these pro blackety whacks, should always be laughed at and mocked. Because here you have Al Sharpton, who's still allowed to have a voice despite being exposed decades ago for being a Fed. Because, decades ago he was exposed for being an FBI snitch. Now, it was on the behalf of attacking the mob, so maybe that's why the pro blacks don't care. But again, the fact that he's shown he's willing to work for the feds to sneak around and relay information, if he's willing to do it when it comes to the FBI or when it comes to the mob, then of course he's willing to do it in other circumstances as well. And the fact, again, that he's allowed to have a voice just further highlights the utter hypocrisy. And it's not really hypocrisy. When you think about it, it's just the reality that all this black talk is just Democrat Party talking points. Because, again, not only do you have this so called activist Negro who's been exposed for being a rat for the feds, but here he is collaborating with a liberal white woman to remove the second black mayor of New York because he wants to collaborate with the Trump administration to get rid of criminals who have illegally entered the country and have committed crimes beyond that, not to mention, again, the financial strain with all of the financial benefits that they've received due to being illegals. I mean, again, this would be a prime example where these liberal Negroes could stand up and say, hey, we're not standing for this. You're going to you're going to use this liberal white woman to remove this black man from office because he's trying to get illegals deported who all are criminals based on the law, and beyond that, a number of them have created additional crimes. And doing this while getting paid money that could and should be going to native New Yorkers, people actually born in the country and born and raised in the state. Yeah, but again, it's just a constant reminder how full of crap they are, and also, how full of crap this whole narrative about unelected officials. Because again, how Sharpton wasn't used even as a selling point for Kathy Hochul's run in 2022. Because she initially got the position because Andrew Cuomo resigned, but then when she ran, she didn't run with the promise that she was going to have Al Sharpton a part of her administration, what Trump did with Elon Musk. So people knew what they were getting. So he is a prime example of not only an unelected official, but a person that's been proven to be compromised decades ago due to, his work as an informant for the feds. And the reality is, the Trump administration shouldn't need the New York mayor or the governor to participate because this comes from the executive branch. And the fact is, they are housing criminals who cross the border illegally. And she continues to aid and abet criminal activity, especially with trying to now remove a colleague from his position because he wants to cooperate. Her ass should be going to prison for this. And I feel like a number of Democrats need to go to prison in order for a clear example to be set that this trying to compromise this mass deportation that needs to take place won't be tolerated. But again, this is another example that just exposes what being pro black really is. It really is just about being pro Democrat Party.